Good morning. Are out, but we're going to give Faroki and Westmoreland a couple more minutes to come, and then we'll get started. Good morning. Like that one?
Which one?
This one. You say twerking?
Torpy, Bill Torpy's article
Oh,
today
okay.
about the
I do too,
bicyclists.
actually.
Yeah, he's such a good guy. Such a
I thought you said I love twerking.
I wouldn't have said that.
Okay, I know. That's why I'm like, what on earth? What was that? Okay, so we're still having issues with our mics. So I am Councilmember Overstreet, Chair of Zoning, and we're calling the meeting to order. We do have a quorum. We have Councilmember Faroki, Councilmember Dozier, and Councilmember Mary Norwood joining me, and that constitutes a quorum. Yay! And for that reason, we can actually do our city's business today. So we will get started. I motion to adopt the agenda.
Second.
Second by Faroki. Please prepare the vote.
Vote is open. And the vote is closed. It's 4 yeas and 0 nays.
Thank you. We're joined by Councilmember Westmoreland. And with that, because we had a lack of quorum for our zoning committee on the 13th, there are no minutes to adopt because we did our working committee of the whole on Monday, February the 20th. And those actual minutes will be reflected on the council, full council meeting minutes.
Councilmember Overstreet, I'm sorry, I was just told that we actually will need to adopt the minutes, but it's from the meeting before last. So
Got it.
I
So
didn't know
I
that.
would like to move to adopt the minutes from our last meeting.
Thank you.
Second by Westmoreland. Please prepare to vote.
The vote is open. And the vote is closed. It's 4 yeas and 0 nays.
Thank you. Moving on to goals and objectives. We do have a draft of our goals and objectives, and these are open for additions throughout the year, but we're going to go with the ones that we have for now. And so I'd like to move to adopt those, and they were emailed to everyone. Second by Dozier. Please prepare the vote.
The vote is open. And the vote is closed. 4 yeas, 0 nays. There we go. It's 5 yeas and 0 nays.
Thank you. And so now this brings us to public comment. Do we have anyone for public comment? If we did, they have 3 minutes each.
There's a sign-up sheet. Let me get that.
Okay. Welcome to Monday. Okay. Okay, we do have one public speaker, and that would be Zeta Sartor. You have 3 minutes. You can approach the podium and begin to speak. Please remember not to speak about any of the ordinances that we're voting on today.
Well, that's why I'm here.
So during zoning, we can't speak about the ordinances that we're voting for today. Those comments have to be made at the zoning review board during their public speaking time.
Okay.
We don't debate here during zoning committee.
Okay, thank you.
You have anything else you want to talk about for 3 minutes?
No, I only want to talk about one issue that is so dear to my heart and my well-being.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you. And that was our only public speaker, so we will move on to communications. There are 2 appointees present today. We have item number 1 and number 16. If our council members don't mind that I bring both of those forward, that'll be bringing number 16, our item number 16 forward so that we can get those done now.
Item number 1 is 23C 5032, a communication from Mayor Andre Dickens appointing Ms. Carla Inez Pennyman to serve as a member of the Zoning Review Board in the Municipal Planning category. This appointment is for a term of 2 years.
Okay, Ms. Penniman, can you please approach the podium so that we can speak about why you'd like to serve?
Hi, I'm born and raised in the city of Atlanta, worked in community development for years, and also the last 20 years served as property manager for Atlanta Public Schools.
Okay, any council members have any questions? Move approval by Councilmember Dozier, second by Overstreet. Please prepare the vote.
The vote is open and the vote is closed. 5 yeas, 0 nays.
Ms. Penniman, thank you very much for coming today. So this is going to move to full council. You won't need to come to that particular meeting, and we'll be in touch with you. And thank you very much for considering serving.
Thank you.
Number 16.
Item 16 is 23C5017, a communication from council members Dustin Hillis, Andrea L. Boone, Marcy Collier Overstreet, Antonio Lewis, and Keisha Shawn Waits, reappointing Mr. Barry Kamak to serve as a member of the Board of Zoning Adjustment. This appointment is for a term of 2 years to begin retroactively February 4th, 2023, and expire February 3rd, 2025.
All right, Mr. Kamak, can you please come to the podium? Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you like to serve.
Thank you. I've been on the board now for a number of years, and I think it's an important job in that we interpret in a fair and decent way the basic intents of the zoning ordinances that are as they're prescribed by the council. And I think this is important because a number of people make applications, and it's our job to interpret how they will affect the public in general. And that's one of the reasons I'm anxious and keen about the job in general. I'd be happy to answer any other questions.
Sure. Any council members have any more questions for Mr. Kamak?
Motion approved.
Move approval by Faroki, second by Overstreet. Please prepare the vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed. 5 yeas, 0 nays.
Thank you. And so you will, this particular appointment will move on to full council, where we will vote to approve it, and you do not have to come to that particular meeting. So thank you for continuing to serve for the city.
You're welcome,
Thank you for
ma'am.
coming.
Bye-bye.
All right, and with that, we're moving on to ordinances for second read. We have our Director of Zoning and Development, Kieta Holmes, who will read those ordinances.
Madam Chair, if I could take items 2 through 5 together.
Yes, please.
Item number 2, 22-0-1825, Z2284, an ordinance by Councilmember Dustin Hillis as amended by Zoning Committee to rezone certain properties in the Grove Park community from single-family residential to two-family residential conditional. Staff recommendation and ZRB recommendation approval conditional, MP recommendation approval. Item number 3, 23-0-1031, Z2283, an amended ordinance by Zoning Committee to rezone from multifamily residential conditional Inman Park Historic District Sub-Area 2, Beltline Overlay, to multifamily residential conditional Inman Park Historic District Sub-Area 1, Beltline Overlay, for property located at 54 Waverly Way. Staff and ZRB recommendation approval conditional, MP recommendation approval. Item number 4, 22-0-1833, U-2231, an ordinance by council members Jason Dozier and Byron Amos as amended by Zoning Committee for a special use permit for a community center pursuant to section 1618D007 for property located at 25 Newcastle Street Southwest. Staff and ZRB recommendation approval conditional, MP recommendation approval. And item number 5, 23-0-1036, U-2232, an amended ordinance by Zoning Committee for a special use permit for a data center pursuant to 1618A006 for property located at 250 Williams Street Northwest. Staff, ZRB recommendation approval conditional, MP recommendation approval.
Thank you. So all of those items are favorable, so I move approval. Second by Faroki. Please prepare the votes.
The vote is open. And the vote is closed. 5 yeas, 0 nays.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, if I could take items 6 and 7 together.
Yes, please.
Item number 6, 22-0-1857, Z2276, an ordinance by Zoning Committee to rezone from single-family residential to multifamily residential for property located at 1051 Moreland Drive and 1721 Woodland Avenue. Staff and ZRB recommendation is to file. And item number 7, 23-0-1037, U-2234, an ordinance by Zoning Committee for a special use permit for a personal care home pursuant to 1606-0051G for property located at 173 Chapel Road. Staff and ZRB recommendation is to file.
Okay, move to file. Is there a second? Thank you. Second by Westmoreland. Please prepare the vote.
The vote is open. Vote is closed. 5 yeas, 0 nays.
Thank you. This moves us to items held in committee, which I do need to act on a few. Number 9, number 10, 12, and 14. We've already done 16.
Yes, ma'am. Item number 9, 22-0-1637, Z-2249, an ordinance by zoning committee to rezone from community business district to single-family residential for property located at 604 Coolidge Avenue Northeast. Staff, MPU, and ZRB recommendation approval.
Okay, I move approval. Is there a second? Second by Faroki. Please prepare the vote.
The vote is open. And the vote is closed. 5 yeas, 0 nays.
Thank you. Number 10.
Item number 10, 22-0-1645, U-2219, an amended ordinance by zoning committee for a special use permit for a daycare center pursuant to 1606-005-1B for property located at 604 and 608 Coolidge Avenue and 1041 and 1045 Monroe Drive. Staff, MPU, and ZRB recommendation approval conditional.
Thank you. The council member would like for this to move forward. So move approval. Is there a second? Second by Dozier. Please prepare the vote.
Vote is open. And the vote is closed. 5 yeas, 0 nays.
Item number 12, 22-0-1803, Z-2282, an ordinance by Councilmember Liliana Bakhtiari as amended by zoning committee to waive provisions of Part 3 Code of Ordinances, Land Development Code, Part 16 Zoning, Chapter 29 Definitions, Section 1629-00173, Supportive Housing of the City of Atlanta Code of Ordinances for the purpose of waiving the distance requirements for development located at 250 Auburn Avenue Northeast and for other purposes. Staff and ZRB recommendation approval conditional, MP recommendation approval.
Okay, I'd like to move this favorable as amended. I move that. Is there a second? Second. Second by Norwood. Please prepare the vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed. 5 yeas and 0 nays.
Item number 14, 22-0-1898, U-2229, an ordinance by zoning committee granting a special use permit to sever excess development density not less than 45,000 square feet and up to 150,000 square feet of residential floor area pursuant to 1618P0052B from 990 Peachtree Street Northeast, Parcel C, sending parcel, and Parcel 979 Crescent Avenue, Parcel A, sending parcel, to 250 14th Street Northeast, also known as 244 14th Street Northeast. Staff and MPU recommendation approval conditional, ZRB recommendation denial.
Okay, this particular ordinance, the council member has asked that we move this to full council. And so I will move to send it to full council. Is there a second?
Is this being sent with no recommendation?
No recommendation, because he's meeting with them, and he wants to take it up during
Okay,
full
so
council
our-
with the whole
Our
council.
motion is forward with no recommendation.
No recommendation.
The
Is
vote
there a
is open.
second? That was your second? Did you second?
We have it reflected as Council Chair Overstreet and Councilmember Norwood is the second.
Is
Would you
that
like to change that?
correct?
I was asking the question, so
Okay.
Mr. Dozier can second it, or Mr. Faroki.
Second by Faroki. Please prepare to vote.
It's open. The vote is closed. It's 5 yeas and 0 nays.
Okay, and we've done 16. So that brings us to general remarks. I know that our director has remarks.
Yes, council members, the next workshop, the next focus workshop of the zoning ordinance rewrite will take place on tomorrow evening, Tuesday, February the 28th at the Buckhead Library. The doors will open at 6 p.m. Again, doors will open at 6. The sessions will begin at 6:30 p.m. We will be discussing some technical information on tomorrow evening and want to take that time for persons that will be in person to view the boards, as well as for persons who may need a little bit more time to join us. So again, we'll start at 6:30, but doors will open at 6. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Does any other council members have any remarks? Councilmember Dozier.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just real quick, next Thursday, March 9th, it is my mother's birthday, but more importantly, our District 4 Q1 Town Hall will be held that evening here in downtown Atlanta at Wildly Brewing, right down the street off of Trinity and Ted Turner. I hope to see our District 4 community members there in attendance. We will be joined by the team from the ATL 311 Department of Community Services to talk about 311. It'll be at 6:30. And hope to see you all there.
Thank you for that. Okay, so all hearts and minds are clear, so we're ready to adjourn. Thank you.